Good morning, everyone. We are here today at the Chetan Shivram Motorsports Academy Rally School from Tonic. Just to give you a small background, Tonic is an exclusive motorsport podcast channel, and of course, we do entertaining and educative programs like this. And we are happy to be here with Chetan, who's been doing yeoman service, I must say, to the field of motorsport through his rally schools. And I will let him introduce himself a little bit and tell us what this is all about.
Hey BK,
Welcome.
Absolutely superb that you guys could join us at this rally school. Well, my name is Chetan Shivram and I've been doing this from 2006, that's almost 20 years. Our first rally school was back in 2006. We have about 450 students that have gone through our rally school. Some have gone on to become national champions as well. And the idea of this rally school is to actually bring in new talent into the sport. A lot of people, especially back in our day, we did not know where to start from. Today, we have the rally school. We are the first rally school in India, wherein we started bringing in people, showing them the ropes of actually how rallying is done. So it's going to be very informative. You're going to learn a lot of things here, right from the basics. What I tell a lot of people is when you come into a rally school, it's more about unlearning because we are so used to maybe a lot of bad habits while driving. So we start unteaching you these bad habits and start teaching you what you should do right. So the process is slow, but it is for sure. So over the next 2 days, we'll take you through a lot of stuff that we are doing and how we're going to make drivers, not just for racing, but even on the roads, be able to drive safer.
Yeah, safety is an important part of driving, not only in rallying or in any form of motorsport, but on the road also.
Absolutely.
So how do you help with that, Chetan?
First and foremost, we show them how important car control is. And why I say this is because a lot of times you'll be driving on the road, it might not even be your fault, right? Yeah. Somebody might suddenly sway in front of you. We tell you how to actually correct the car, stop the car. We also show you what are the repercussions that happen if you're not responsibly driving your car. What happens if you're too fast? What if you brake too hard? What if you hit something? So we actually show you that tracks are built for racing, not the roads.
Absolutely.
And we teach you that there are so many opportunities out there for you to actually show. If you think you're good at driving, we show you where you can go and do it, not on the roads at all. So that is our main feature here.
So we're going to have a next exciting 2 days over here. And I will leave Chetan right now. We'll catch up soon.
Righto. So with me I have Arvind. Arvind here is a brilliant driver and a superb navigator. He won a lot of events. Okay, we have Adi, that's Aditya. Say hi, Adi.
Hi.
And we have Diksha there. Both of them also currently rally. Adi also started off very much in this same track. He also takes part in the national championship along with his co-driver Diksha. We have BK here. BK is an old horse in the game. He represents the federation as a steward nowadays, but he's done his part of rallying back in the past. So what I'd like now to do is for you guys to introduce yourself, but what I want you to do is pair up and I want you to introduce each other in about 10 minutes time. So if you guys can just pair up.
Okay, Chetan, now you have sent them on a track walk. Right? Can you tell us why is it important that you do a track walk?
Okay, so it is for you to understand your environment in which you're driving. So a track walk is not just to understand where the route goes, but for you to also understand your environment. What is on the inside of a corner? What's on the outside of a corner? Where, like in this place in particular, there are a lot of trees, right? Where are the trees? So if you're coming fast into a corner, how much distance do you have between for your braking point?
So this is the only braking point, and then straight through.
You basically start understanding the route. So that is why a track walk is really, really important. As you can see, the first round of track walk we do right now is for them just to see the track and come back.
Okay.
After which we will give them the car and say, okay, now you got 2 laps around the track, put in a timing, and we actually time them.
All right.
So that will set their base timing for today. Then we show them their improvement after 2 days. Once we have taught them whatever we need to, then we show them that, okay, on day 1, this is what you timed around this track. And after 2 days of training, what is the timing you're putting in? So that is the idea of this first part of it.
So this is the base. This
Correct.
is your platform.
Correct.
For the next 2 days.
That's correct.
Right?
Yeah. So what I want you to concentrate is not just learning about how to drive this track well. What I want you to learn is the concept of why we are telling you to do what we are telling you to do. Because if you can understand the concept as to why we're doing it, then it doesn't matter which track anywhere in the world you go, you've understood how to take those corners quick.
Coming back to rally school brings back a lot of memories. Brings me back to when I was here learning as a student.
Consciously, when you're driving the next time, you should consciously not do that. In a rally car, especially when you're driving on dirt, there could be small little stones on the road, right? And if your hand is on the steering and not gripped, and you hit that stone, the car is going to pull itself to one corner. By then, if you try to put your hand back on the steering, 2 things will happen. 1, you will crash, and 2, you can break your wrist. And I kid you not about it, you can actually break your wrist when you do something like that. So it's extremely important that what we are doing, our positioning and the way you use your vehicle is extremely important, right? Now that is one thing. So when you're turning, one is you have the habit of this. Let's make sure we don't do that. Now the second thing that some of you do is when you turn and your hands get locked.
At the first round, I was quite scared because I have never sit alone in a car. So yeah, I was quite scared at the first and the second round. I felt like little more confidence enough to drive. Like when I was driving the second round, when I went on the first lap, I was like not so great in my first lap, and my second lap was getting better and better.
That's where it gets more technical and difficult. So a little humbling as well. I thought I'm very talented, and then when you try and do these things and put it into practice, it's not so easy. So, but yeah, a lot of fun. And I think a lot of respect to Adi, who was sitting next to me, because on my second run I almost was into the tree, and the guy didn't flinch, right? And the second run I did it on full throttle, and he was just calm and giving me feedback very calmly. So I don't think I'd be able to sit in that co-driver's seat when someone else is driving.
Absolutely.
So.
We also have something known as emergency car repairs that you guys will have a lot of fun with because what we actually make them do, and don't tell them right now, but what we make them do is we pair them up into 2 people each, and they need to change one of the tires.
Lovely.
So it gives them a real-time experience of what actually has to be done.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say that, we are driving on terrains which is not actually, very suitable for the cars that we get out of the factory. So it's extremely important that we build the car to a standard where it will be able to take all the, let's say, punishment that we're going to put the car through on our rally stages. Some of the important parts of a car build, of course, is the roll cage. It's one of the most important part, which is put into the car so that in case of any kind of mishap, or if the car rolls, or if it were to crash, the people inside the car would be extremely safe. So as you can see, these pipes are welded and built into the car. There's a particular kind of material we use, the kind of welding we use, all this is very, very important when we're building the car. Now, apart from that, all the joints of the car are rewelded, the original joints that come from the factory, because that will strengthen the car a lot more when because we are driving at very high speeds, or even up to say 150, 160 on dirt roads which are very, very bumpy, so that the car chassis does not flex or the car chassis does not break. We re-weld all these points into the car, so that is a part of the car build. Now, apart from that, of course, we have the seats and the seat belts. These seats are single fiber seats. There's very, very or almost no chance of it breaking or collapsing because it does not have a recliner. The seat belts are not the regular 3-point seat belts. These are 6-point seat belts. One from each side, that's left and right, 2 from the bottom and 2 from on top of your shoulders. So this keeps you extremely secure in your seat. You don't really move around too much at all. So again, in case of any kind of calamity, you are in your bucket seat and the seat belts holding you very, very tight within. So it's another added safety that we use. Okay, so why is theory required in a rally school? Well, to be quite honest with you, there is so much more to learn in a rally than just the driving part. Yes, 100% driving is going to be very important. Learning techniques of how to drive is very important. But apart from that, understanding how motorsports in India works. What is the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of India? How does a rally work? What are penalty points? What is pace notes? How does pace notes help? Now, these are some of the things that we will have to do in theory during the rally school for you to understand all these things. Well, the FMSCI, or the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of India, is the governing body of motorsports in India. Now, apart from the theory classes, of course, we have plenty of driving. In fact, we have 8 sessions of driving. But the theory definitely complements the practical part of actually driving.
Now, in motorsports, let's say somebody had a Corolla, right? A Corolla is a pretty good vehicle. They want to rally it. Can they come and rally it? No, they cannot. So there is a process known as homologation. Now, homologation means that you need to take the car, okay? The federation, the technical team of the federation has to approve the car. So before you actually rally in it, you take it to the federation, tell them I want to rally this car, and then they will strip the car completely and make a booklet. Your piston size, what bearing goes where, what size washer goes where, a complete technical document of your car. What are the cars allowed? Any car in India which is naturally aspirated, which is less than 2100 cc.
If it is a small track which is about, let's say, a kilometer to even to an extent of probably say 3 or 4 kilometers, you would actually be able to by heart the entire track. But in a rally, we do stages which are as small as about 7 or 8 kilometers and goes up as much as 32 kilometers. Now, after the first third or the fourth kilometer, there is no way you would be able to actually completely by heart the track. So the person sitting next to you, your co-driver, is going to have a set of instructions that he's going to give you while you're driving, in terms of saying, okay, after 100 meters, there's going to be a right turn, or in 100 meters, there's going to be a jump, or in 100 meters, be careful, there's going to be a dip. Now, all these instructions that he's giving you is going to help you be able to go quicker when you're actually driving. Now, how does this happen? The previous day, when you go for the reconnaissance of the rally, which means you go on the track to see the entire track, your co-driver and you are going to be discussing about the track. So as you drive, you will be telling your co-driver, okay, please note down that there is 100 meters. After the 100 meters, there is a right turn, followed by another 50 meters and then a left turn. And be careful, there's a dip. there's a right turn and don't cut that right turn because maybe there's some danger on the inner part. So these kind of instructions the driver will be giving the co-driver while he writes it down on a book. The same calls that you'll be giving your driver the previous day, he will be telling you on the day of the rally. So now imagine you're driving at flat out speeds, your co-driver is already telling you about what's going to come next. So you can start setting up your car, you can brake in time, you can accelerate when when it's flat out sections. So it helps you a lot while you're actually driving. So that is what Pace Notes is all about.
This isn't a drive. It's a fight with something that wants to break your spirit. You don't ask it to be safe. You shake hands with the monster. You respect it. You push it, but you push yourself harder. At full throttle, the trees rip backwards. The road charges straight at you. The engine screams. And somewhere in the chaos, you're smiling. Because if this doesn't feel fun, this sport isn't for you.